continue to undergird our efforts here for the love of our community, and especially our children and our families. Bless us now, God, in all that we undertake to do. Let not this only be a media report, God, but let it be a message to the heart of the people. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. The Savannah Alliance of Pastors call for justice in our school system. And we're here holding this press conference, first of all, to say that we agree with the CDC that it's critical for our schools to open as safely and as quickly as possible for in-person learning. We care about the students and the staff. Nevertheless, schools do not operate independently of the community. The burden of reducing community transmission index and our daily case rate falls squarely on the community. These two key indicators of community safety have been hovering at an all-time pandemic high for the entire month of January. The community has not yet done its part in slowing the spread of COVID-19, rendering public gatherings like school unsafe at this present time. We are as far from the green safety levels as we have been, and the medical personnel are predicting that we are entering some of the most dangerous weeks of this pandemic, and that we have seen as a region, as a state, or even a nation.
The members are aware of the fatigue that we are facing and an overall decline in the mental health of community members, established by their own standards and act accordingly. The Savannah Alliance of Pastors sees this as a time to prepare for re-entry, when we can get the green light from our indicators, including mitigations in all of our buildings, and giving teachers and staff an opportunity to get vaccinated. The Savannah Alliance of Pastors is speaking out to protect those most vulnerable in this community: the poor, the elderly, the Black community, who have been hit hardest by this pandemic in terms of infection, chronic illness, and death rates. This includes students and staff in the school system. We care for those who do not have access to great health care, and those whose difficult lives make them more vulnerable to the worst aspects of this virus. We recognize this as a community health issue and a justice issue. Our alliance is an interfaith clergy organization that represents thousands of people throughout Chatham County. And we believe that the school board needs to stick to their plan to open our schools when it is safe for students, teachers, and staff. Thank you.
We are here as an alliance, myself, Pastor Thomas J. Sill, pastor of College Temple Baptist Church, Reverend Dr. Andrew Young, the pastor of Mosaic United Methodist, Reverend Thurman Tillman, the pastor of First African Baptist Church, Rabbi Haas of the Congregation of Mikel Israel, Reverend Billy Hester of Asbury United Methodist Church, Reverend Claire Merritt, Associate Pastor of Asbury United Methodist, Reverend Charles Roberson of Kingdom Life Fellowship, Reverend Dr. Eric Mason, the pastor of Jesus First Community Church, the Reverend Dr. DeAndre R. Thurman Sr., pastor of St. Paul CME Church, Reverend Quentin Morris of the Tremont Temple Missionary Baptist Church, Reverend Richard Hall of the Second Arnold Missionary Baptist Church, Reverend Marcia Buford, the House of Favorful Gospel Ministries, Xavier Creekmore of the Second African Baptist Church, Reverend Damon Gordon, the pastor of the First Jerusalem Baptist Church, Bishop Willie Farrell of the Royal Church of Christ, Reverend Andre Osborne, First Tabernacle Baptist Church, Elder Donald Lowe, God's Temple of Praise, Reverend Ashley Randall, the pastor of the Garden City United Methodist, Reverend Kenneth Roche of Brandon Hearts Ministries, Bishop James Wright Sr. of Pentecostal Miracle Deliverance, Reverend Genario Campbell, pastor of the Deliverance Prayer Tower, Reverend Marco George